Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. This is y&ymission. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% truth doctrine. It's GMS. I want to bring out this quick article on Fort Stewart shooting and some scriptures. So you see Jake right there making the front page news, the face of the drama. All right, Fort Stewart shooting, suspect cryptic text message hints at morbid final plan for bloodbath. Okay, so Jake is getting tired of the racial bullshit. All right, 7 is completion, August 7th. Okay, I brung a little bit of this out yesterday. I don't know if anything is gonna play.
Fellow soldiers here on Fort Stewart. Thankfully, all are in stable condition and all are expected to recover. The alleged shooter is in custody. We have reestablished security. I have lifted all lockdown measures on Fort Stewart, and there is currently no threat to the local community. I'd like to recognize and thank our Army law enforcement and medical personnel and our partners from local, state, and federal law enforcement and emergency services for their quick response and support. I would also like to thank the brave soldiers who immediately intervened and subdued the shooter. These soldiers, without a doubt, prevented further casualties. Our wounded soldiers were initially evacuated to Wynn Army Community Hospital right here on Fort Stewart. All arrived in stable condition, and 3 of the 5 required surgical intervention. 2 have been transported to Memorial Hospital in Savannah, Georgia for additional care. We have identified the alleged shooter as Sergeant Cornelius Radford, an automated logistics sergeant assigned to 2nd Brigade Combat Team. Sergeant Radford has not previously deployed to combat. Sergeant Radford has been interviewed by the Army Criminal Investigation Division and is currently in pretrial confinement, awaiting a charging decision by the Office of the Special Trial Counsel. Right now, our primary focus is first on caring for our injured soldiers and their families, and also supporting the soldiers of the Spartan Brigade. All of the families of the victims have been notified, and we're wrapping our arms around them and ensuring we provide them all the support that we can. Before I take questions, I want to remind you that this is an ongoing investigation, and we're still gathering questions.
All right, so you see what he said. All right, so U.S. Army accused of opening fire. All right, Radford, okay, violence led up, apparently fired off a text to his aunt saying he loves everybody and that he'll be in a better place because he was about to go and do something. Okay, so Jay got fed up, man. He fed up with the racial bullshit. All right, that's going on, and we know that the military is heavy into that. Okay, that's nothing new. Okay, so he took, I believe, 5 people out. 5 is power. Okay, Judah. Okay, African American, had no combat experience or hasn't been deployed. Okay, typical textbook example of spirits created for vengeance, and their fury they lay on sore strokes. Just judgment from the Lord. 5 soldiers he's accused of shooting. They said it was some racial bullshit. The motive, where was it at? He did reveal that something had a prior drinking and driving. They're going to throw it back on him. Hot potato. Okay, May 18th. Okay, blood test read on $1,818 bail bond. Okay, so yeah. So Jake is tired of the bullshit, basically. All right, it's getting to him. 28, young, haven't been nowhere. But this is not good for the body and just not good for Judah, the southern tribe, at all, especially on the base. Okay. I was trying to pull up the part where it says some racial bullshit. Probative statistics. They're saying he tried to struggle with the. Okay, his father Eddie Repper told the Times that the sergeant had recently been trying to get a transfer and had complained to his family in the past of racism at the base where he'd been stationed for years. So see, all right. So this is all in the scriptures, nothing new. Okay, Deuteronomy 28:36. Lord told you, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt sit over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, right? And there shall thou serve other gods, wood and stone, right? So we're here in a nation that nobody before us has experienced or known, right? It's the Most High. He did this, all right? Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, okay? A proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So wherever you go in this world, man, these curses going to follow you. You're going to be a nigga, a spick, okay? A wetback, okay? A freak, a astonishment, okay? The butt of all jokes, okay? You go on the naval base, same thing. Nigga. Okay? They tired of you niggas, okay? They want to take back their country from you niggas, all right? That's the conversation of today, you know, in these places, all right? So, you know, he got fed up, okay? And all these Judites, okay, or, you know, these Southern Kingdom, they always get fed up, okay? Because they don't understand that they're under the curses, okay? And then a lot of them try to butter up and stay up under Esau, okay? And try to fit in or be accepted by Esau. And these Edomites can definitely feel when Jake wants to be accepted by them. But if they feel that you don't want to be accepted by them, you care whether they live or die, you're in their presence, or they're in your presence, okay, they'll leave you alone. But a lot of Jakes are learning out and finding out the hard way through death, pain, okay, and becoming a tool on the left-hand side for the Yahweh to enact his judgments, okay? All right, stupid Jakes, man. Stay away from these Edomites, man. All right, Deuteronomy 28:36. And thou shalt become an astonishment. Okay, that's all they talking about. All the crazy stuff that black people do, you got to hear about that day in, day out. And a proverb, they calling them all types of niggas. They calling other people all types of niggas, and he's hearing this all day in, day out for years. And a byword, nigga, monkey, all types of shit, you know, whatever these heathens, particularly these Edomites, whites, calling blacks nowadays. Okay, who cares? All right, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So you're seeing this going on in you know, all the way to the east, Japan, okay, Russia, okay, that Cincinnati broad was a goddamn Russian and stuff. We're pretty sure some racial slurs was called out to Jake. I think that's what set it off. I don't know. But it's a lot of stuff going on, man. All right. And these 2/3 Jakes are very sensitive, okay, to these being called these proverbs and these bywords, okay? So that's going to set them off easily, okay, to hop on these nations' asses, okay? All right. So what does the Most High say? Job 27:23. Men shall clap their hands at him and shall hiss him out of his place. Right. They hiss him, saying shit under their breath, murmuring, mocking, scoffing, laughing, you know, talking shit to him out of his place. And look, he got moved out of his place now. You know, he ended up killing these motherfuckers, or trying to kill them. Okay. Take him out. He got out of character, out of his place. All right. He went off script. Okay, because of what? Judah is mad. They pissed off right now. All right, this is on the heels of that incident with the deputy that got randomly murdered by the black father that got his teen killed by some officers. All right, just a couple of months ago. So here we are, pretty much back at this. Not to mention you seeing these truckers going missing, getting attacked. Okay, viral videos of them getting attacked by white men. Okay, black truckers and stuff. So men shall clap their hands at him and shall hiss him out of his place. Right, and that's what happened. You see him in handcuffs right now. All right, Lamentations 2:15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. Right, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty? Right, are these niggas, this is what they used to call the perfection of beauty? okay, these women, okay, these dogs, all right. That's what they saying about us, all right. The joy of the whole earth, okay. This is who the Most High likes, all right. This is who everybody says the strongest, the smartest, the fastest, the best, all right. This is what these nations are saying. Lamentations 2:16. And thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. Right. The Edomites, okay? Amalek, okay? Especially Amalek, okay? He's heading this, all right? And these other nations, they hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for, right? And they're happy to this very day. They're very, very happy and proud that they have swallowed who? Jerusalem up, okay? Israel up, Judah up, okay? The house of Israel, the true house of Israel up, okay? We have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for, right? We have found, okay? We have seen, right? So this is what's leading to all these M words, nigga what, nigga this, nigga that, and bitch this, you know, all these proverbs being called proverbs and proverbs, and it's is getting under the skin of the 2/3. The 2/3 can't take it no more. Melting down and crashing out. All right. Meltdowns and crash out. All right. All right. Lamentations 2:17. The Lord have done that which he have devised. Right. The Lord done this. Okay. He's making all this happen. He's putting the spirit on these Edomites and whatnot to say all this stuff. All right. He have fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. So he already said that this was going to happen, okay, to our nation, all right? He put this as curses, all right? So it has come to pass, all right? He have thrown down and have not pitted, and he have caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. And that's what those 5 soldiers that he decided to shoot were. They were rejoicing over him, okay? Rejoice over thee. He have set up the horn of thy adversary, right? He set our adversary up against us. Who is that? Amalek, okay? Starting with Amalek, Edomite, the white man, okay? He has set up our adversary against thee, okay? And this is why we're in the condition that we're in, because of the curses and because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father. We went against him. We worshiped other gods, strange gods, and we didn't follow our contract that we had with the Heavenly Father. So now Yahushua has to come and renew a new contract and get everything back in order. But until then, okay, Jake, okay, the southern tribe, particularly Judah, is going to be riled up with being called proverbs and proverbs and different things. And this is why Judah has went on, got upset at the northern tribe, you so-called Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you try to pass yourself off as white, okay? So you wouldn't be called a proverb or a byword, but it caught up to you. The curses have caught up to you, and now you're being deported first, being put in death camps, okay, and being called bywords and proverbs, okay, all the decades that you missed out on what the southern tribe has been experiencing, okay? Now you're getting your nigga wake up call, okay? But nevertheless, okay, the Lord is in the midst. He is doing this. Genesis 49:9. Judah is a lion's whelp, okay? The southern tribe. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rise him up? Right. These nations, particularly Amalek and Esau, okay? Head tribe, Amalek is got the plan. Esau is gonna make the plan, put the plan in works, okay? And that's what's being done, okay? He got roused up. He took them out, all right? Five soldiers, you know, wounded in the shooting, okay? 5 is power, okay? August 7th, okay? 7 is completion, okay? Fort Stewart, okay? So the Lord is speaking, okay? He's letting you know what's about to go down, all right? On a major scale, okay? And doesn't matter where it is, all right? So the Heavenly Father is working, all right? He's sending spirits, okay, that are created for vengeance to do his work, okay? And whether it be animals or people, okay? And he's getting things done, all right? He's shaking things up. So I just wanted to bring that out, okay? All right, the Fort Stewart shooting in Georgia, okay? And I was just recently there. I did another article just yesterday on Fort Stewart a couple hours ago, and it had 144 in the article. So Lord is definitely speaking right now, okay? He's definitely pissed off. He's definitely making his presence known, and he's definitely visiting this earth. So I would like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Rakakwadash. Shalom.